Hello, everyone. As I wait a little teensy bit for stream to go up, I'll put some special, I'll put some special announcements here at the beginning. So if you hear at the beginning of the stream, or even if you're watching the beginning of the video, you'll have secret knowledge that nobody else will have. First and foremost, next this upcoming week, Night Rain Review will be coming out. I am only missing two bosses now. I have beaten the final boss as well. I have only played as one. I'll talk more about my experience during the review, but man, is there a right way to play the game, and ooh, is there a rough way to play this game? Also, a little bit of that thing is there will be a boss ranked video coming out at some point. Now, all the boss footage will not be necessarily of me having beaten the boss, because some of my completions were with people that I was within Discord. So, and I don't necessarily like to put out that I do YouTube or anything like that. So I was like, okay, I'm just beat these bosses. I can record them later. So a couple of the bosses are like that. This is more so going to be for Gaping Jaw. There's really only going to be three bosses that I think I have the footage for kills. Yeah, I think there's only three I have the actual footage for kills. But I will be reattempting those bosses to get footage for. However, though, man, there's a lot of video game announcements. I did see Code Vein 2. I saw the Marvel fighting game, which I might cover. And by the way, this year, when the Sonic racing game comes out, I'll probably do a one-off or like a one or two-off video for the Sonic racing game, because that's something me and Torch and I have been super excited about. So yeah, and y'all might hear the rage. But I am definitely going to be getting a capture card here soon, so that's going to be nice as well. However, though, gonna go ahead. Sorry, I was doing a bear diet quest. My shoddy is okay. Sorry, my stuff is a little bit all over the place. I gotta be honest here. Bunch of I probably am never using again. Yeah, I'm never using again. Um, I have this prosecutor, but prosecutor is honestly really bad because auto rifles are just not good. So, um, I will say, okay, for no survivors, I think the preferable role generally is heal clip incandescent, but if you are a warlock, demo incandescent is going to be flat out better. Or if you use healing grenades a lot, I think incandescent demo is going to be better. I still have to finish. I actually have a decent amount of guns that I need to level up. That can go away. Fatebringer can go away as well. I have that just because I don't know what tier does. No. So wait, I'm missing. Where's the shotgun? Should be around here. Yeah, there it is. And then I just need tractor because our other exotic doesn't really matter. Because we aren't really making use of, actually the shotgun does matter. Do I have a shotgun that I need to level up? Probably not. Not really. Oh, well, I do have a sudden death void 1-2 punch shotgun. But the thing is with Titan, if you're using 1-2 punch, you're either going to use it with Solar or Strand. So I think I'll just use that so I can get a overshield really quickly, because this shotgun is really good for getting a one. It really requires only like when you don't have destabilizing rounds active, it takes 2 shots, but if you have a destabilizing rounds active, you get one shot, bada bing, bada boom. That's it. Okay, I think all this is good. We are going to be making use out of the artifact. Special ammo finder for sure. Power preservation is not going to matter. I'm just going to use hands-on, I guess. Ooh, do I have a different one with 3? No. Okay. Hold on a second. Do I have 2 with recovery? No. A lot of these are resil. Okay. Put that into recovery. That brings that up to tier 9. Oh, that's good. Steering reserves, great. So oh, that's good. This doesn't really matter, but I'm actually going to double up on time dilation because I never use my barricade. Okay. And we do have the 2-1 active. Let me go ahead and use up my prime engrams. And we will check out Xur. And then we will get started. Because I think we're halfway through. I think we wrapped out the last one with mission 5. I'll say the one I'm most concerned about is which is the final. Is the final mission because Savathun's in the air. The other mission I'm concerned about is the one with the Ahamkara. Because we have no real means of doing precision damage.
Ah, shall we begin then?
Ooh, nice. Another level up.
With guardians such as you.
Checking. All done, all done.
Oh, that's right. I have that Everson Graham. It's not gonna be anything super good. Oh, baseball one. By a couple of notes, the poop shader is in Eververse, so if you want the poop shader, there it is. There's also an animated pink sort of floral shader available, so if y'all want that, it does look pretty clean. So I guess y'all that, but I don't really cover that kind of stuff, so.
What can I do for you, Titan?
Can't do none for me, G.
Checking.
That could just go away. I don't really care about that. This roll, I don't like wayframes, so I'm just dismantling that.
Goodbye.
Alright. Right. Okay, I thought there was something there for us. I was like, wait, there shouldn't be. Okay. First off. Oh, wait, no. Closed. Closed. Off. Okay, just had to make sure we would go unperturbed. Alright. Legendary, and we finished. Yeah, we finished with Communion. We did 4. Okay. So we have the mirror. Yeah. His last chance is the one. I'm not completely sure, but I think we're at the mirror. I will say Communion was extraordinarily difficult. Extraordinarily difficult. Like, cause man, it kind of sucks that no backup plans is so bad at its niche. Like, what the fuck? And I did see the tweet by Salta Greppo talking about how a lot of Titan exotics are niche, but aren't best in slot for their niches. And just to run a few of them, Helmsade 14 is not OP at the niche of being the bubble exotic. Kepri's Horn could honestly be stronger, but I think it's pretty good. Commodus Lance Cap is good for Diamond Lances, but like no backup plans for shotguns. Not best in slot. Second chance is not good enough to justify an exotic slot for it.
Guardian, the psychic energy my hidden detected is concentrated in this area.
Whee!
Find the source, and you might be able to learn more from Sagira's shell. It's possible she learned how Savathun stole the Traveler's light.
Oh, I don't have captions on. What am I doing? I don't have captions on.
Search the area. I've delivered the general location data to your ghost, though I don't have anything precise.
Subtitles. On. Apologize for that. By the way, for Edge of Fate, because I know I posted campaign videos for Final Shape. I'm not doing that for Edge of Fate. It's going to be one of those situations where if you catch me streaming, you catch me streaming. Okay. Come here, buddy. God damn, that was...
To the interference. Maybe we can destroy it.
Oh, this might... Oh, come on. Do I have to do it with the weapon?
That helps.
That's gonna be rough.
Picking up another source of interference. Let's track it down.
There we are. Okay, I can manage that one. Yeah, Edge of Fate, that'll be handled via stream. Another reason for it just being stream exclusive is I don't really know how the campaign's gonna work. So there's that. But like, wow. Oh, come on. But I'm also gonna have to be grinding. Okay. Yeah, I just don't know how the story's gonna work, and I gotta get ready for day one raid. Now, that's all my time during that time is gonna be useful for. Which I will say, thankfully, First Ascendant's not having a season 3 until August. But also, I will say that's a long ass amount of time. By the way, if you have Banner of War, just make sure you get a light attack off first before you get any kills or do any damage. Yeah, we'll come back to that one. Oh, if I have to hit nodes in a timely manner, this is gonna be...
Rebuilding them through memory.
Hopefully, Sagira's shell holds that same potential. With the right concentration of psychic energy, a resonant memory connected to her shell will manifest.
Got sniped at. Where am I jumping to? Oh, what? Okay, they completely just destroyed me. What the fuck? Man, if Titans had to form in a crowd of grips with these things. Yeah, but I say that's it, right? This thing gives me heavy ammo, doesn't it? Yeah, I need the reverse. Yeah, I need the reverse, honestly. It's hot damn, Bobby. Wait. Am I lagging y'all a little bit?
Once we learned Savathun was impersonating Osiris, I wanted to believe Sagira was still alive, trapped somewhere, like him. And that if we played our cards right, we'd free her too. But at least we found her. She can help us one last time. Then we can bring her home.
Okay, damn, I can use it as a kill thing now. But why doesn't it work for those is my question. Trying to be a little bit conservative with my ammo here. Okay, this is gonna be a little bit tougher. Yeah, but I say I think there's one down here. And isn't there one up top? Yeah. There we are. That's a little puzzle. Yeah, man, I really can't tell if I'm tripping or if I'm actually like lagging.
Ikora, I think we found it. There's something here.
Find a connection point. We need answers now.
I'll be honest, it looks smooth on my phone, so it's just on OBS it looks slightly laggy. And that's confusing me. Okay. I can already tell this is gonna be pretty difficult. Beautiful. Okay. Now that we have banner. We only have ×2, but that's fine. Beautiful. What does it do? Oh, increases our super regen. Okay. That was stupid easy, though.
Those distorted symbols. I can't quite make them out.
Yeah, because we gotta climb up here. Bam!
What is this place? Ikora, we've been transported somewhere. It doesn't look like the rest of Savathun's throne world.
Are
Ikora,
either of these lightweight?
we lost her guardian.
Yeah, my,
Guess
this
we're
one is
going in
lightweight.
alone.
I would say, man, the shotgun is good. I was sleeping on Curse Trigger. With that being said, though, let's give it a little bit of justice here. I just used Super Black on it, but I'll say that looks just like. View memory.
I stand before a being with 1,000 names. It whispers one. The witness. Remember it. Remember that name. It is not darkness, but something that wears it like a cloak.
It's like a cloak, mate.
Wicked shape. I refuse to be its servant. I spent centuries crafting schemes, playing tricks, finding loopholes. And then I select my new name. A man with many enemies and few friends. But those friends know secrets. About the light. About new beginnings. My plan takes shape.
That came from Sagira's shell. Like a psychic imprint. A memory. Savathun's memory. And if that's what it was, it means she used Ikora's relationship with Osiris. to know
Nice.
something about the
Okay,
light.
so that completed. I got absolutely no reward for that. What do I actually? You know what? I'll just go with the enhancement course. I don't need Glimmer. I'm just going world weapons just because I can get something decent from there. Oh wait, never mind. I'm assuming I can't do these by themselves. No. Okay, so I have to do Glimmer enhancement course. I have no use for Glimmer. Completely no use for Glimmer. Should just return me to orbit. Yep. Okay, that was the mirror. Now we have the cunning? I don't know if I remember this one or not. I think this one takes us to fight multiple Hive Guardians, I believe. I think it's like a Titan, Warlock, and Hunter, but our build should be able to just take care of them. We can suppress them out of their supers entirely. I will say the Witch, some aspects of the Witch Queen campaign feel drastically easier, but some aspects do feel up to par.
Good, you're here. I got a feeling about this lead, Guardian. This could be big. Big enough to crack this case wide open.
Bitch, a hunch is not enough. We need
This is the mission.
compelling evidence.
This mission's gonna be really hard.
Secret underground temple, because I found one deep in the tunnels there. And guess who it's dedicated to?
Savathun.
Yeah, well, kinda. It's dedicated to Sathona, Savathun, before she was a hive god. I mean, talk about compelling. Just imagine what's buried down there.
Imagine. So you haven't seen this object?
I didn't get eyes on it per se, but I know it's powerful, enough to attract a whole mess of scorn.
We're just gonna go through the portal here because that's where we need to go.
Stay alert, Guardian. We can't miss this one.
The Scorn are even more entrenched.
This
than
mission
the
I'm
last
concerned
one.
about. This is one of the missions that I was really concerned about.
Sort of dug themselves in deep down here.
Wait. I'm having some instances of screen tearing. And it's actually a little bit on the bad side. Hmm. I'll save my grapple in case I need it. Oh, wait. Come on. Woo! Okay. Before our super runs out.
So, Finch, tell us more about this temple.
Woo!
How do you know it's dedicated to Savona?
I only got a peek inside.
Oh.
The statue in there looks just like.
Wait, what's on the
The
shotgun?
Savathun
Cute
built it
demo. That's right, demolitionist.
itself, then abandoned it. Why?
I don't know. Embarrassment? Who isn't a little ashamed of their past?
Because this doesn't have hatchling on it, right? No, it just has 1-2 punch. I don't think this thing really needs hatchling.
Dead end. But there's an illusion here. With Savathun's signature.
Go away.
We can keep this area totally unprotected.
Why didn't she
Oh my god, that consumes a lot of ammo.
Haven't the Lucent Hive come to confront the Scorn?
I'm a little bit concerned, but we might actually be
Bring
fine.
the Scorn in so she can convert them. Use them against the witness.
I highly doubt Savathun would gamble her throne world for the sake of a
We're gonna locate where all 5 are first.
Savathun
So
and
there
Lucent
is
Hive
1,
You don't see
there's
ground
1,
unless you're losing.
there's 2, there's 3, there's 4. Right, okay. I forgot this thing has good range. Oh, this has me so concerned that I might not even be able to do fucking puzzles. I hope we get a rally the time we... This is bad. Because I can't get Banner of War off. Finish. Woo! Okay.
Oh, that's the temple Savathun dedicated to herself. It's...
It's quite
We actually generally might not have enough ammo.
Savathun being too humble.
We're gonna have to use tractor cannon to try to get some kills here. I know that sounds... I know that sounds a little bit on the rough side, but... What?
There's no way to lower the bridge from here.
I know that sounds a little bit on the rough side, but
Use your senses, Guardian. You've gone too
we're not
far.
exactly flowing with ammo. Woo! That shot I was a little bit... I wouldn't be able to get. Actually, we might be fine to use a straight shotgun. Whee! Alright. Oh yeah, that curved stall explosion is kind of crazy. Right into the tangle. deep sights over there. Whew, alright.
Oh, hey, before you go in the temple, we should take bets on what this object's gonna be. Now, I don't technically have any glimmer, but I do have a pretty solid theory based on what we found so far.
Now's not a good time, Finch.
Yes, don't distract the Guardian. We're already taking a gamble that this thing has the answers we need. The Traveler and the Last City are depending on it.
Alright. Okay. Oh. I was about to say, I don't know where the last one's at. Okay. Making sure I'm loaded up. Also, I am curious on what the spread hand cannon's gonna count as. Because if it counts as a shotgun, it'd be amazing with, it would be amazing with no backup plans, but...
Look, that plate in the center should lower the drawbridge.
We can't hold this at range, so... We literally are gonna have to wait for enemies to get close. We're at Banner of War ×2, so I'm not too worried about it. Oh! Oh! Give myself that overshield. I would say Banner of War with the overshield is kind of crazy. But I'm almost out of ammo.
Once you're in, head straight for the statue Finch described. If this fits the pattern, the object should be nearby.
Well, I'm just gonna skip past everything. Okay. Do I actually have to kill him? I think I do. Because I technically didn't build up the bridge or whatever.
Guardian, Ghost, have you found the object yet?
The only thing here is the statue.
What? There's gotta be more!
I'm assuming I can't rally a second time. Oh, I can. Okay, nice. Guess I'm not completely sure how I'm gonna handle. Fuck. Okay, I'm concentrating here. I'm concentrating. Beautiful.
Ikora, I'm sorry, but it doesn't look like there's anything here but the statue.
Finch, please don't tell me the Guardian did all this for nothing.
No, there's something there, I swear. Wait. What if the object is the statue itself?
Or one part of the statue. That worm familiar looks like it's a separate piece.
Of course. This is Savathun's temple after all. There had to be a trick in it.
Of course. But of course. But of course. But the problem is, let's see what the deep side's out in the front. Yep.
Think of how you found the way forward before. Look for where Savathun has concealed the path.
Oh, I'm about to say, please let that be enough range. Okay. Okay, so that is an issue. That's a bit rough. Okay, but I'm trying to complete even the puzzles. But I got it. Okay, never mind. I somehow got it. Okay. Whew. This is what I'm most worried about. Can I damage it there?
That's an Ahamkara.
What?
I knew it. I knew the Ahamkara weren't gone. I knew there was one left. At least.
Okay. This is gonna depend on how much corrosive. That's bad. I can't damage it. I can't damage it. This is actually impossible. It's actually impossible. Because, yeah, I think I have range on here. Yeah, I have range here. Unfortunately, I do believe that's... Yeah. So, that's the cunning cut off early. The only section after this is the fucking Sparrow section, so it's not like my shotgun's useful there. But the cunning is literally... It's actually impossible to do with a shotgun for two reasons. First and foremost, my overshield's not strong enough to withstand the breath attack. That breath attack, it absolutely melts you no matter what. Its only window of vulnerability is after the breath attack is done. It has a pretty long cooldown. But the problem is, nothing except shots hitting, like, gun, like, a super can't hit that spot. So essentially, like a sniper, scout rifle, machine gun, basically any weapon except for a sword, and shotguns, because they can only deal damage at close range. Even glaive projectiles do go a decent amount of the way far, like, go a decent ways further. So unfortunately, the cunning is actually impossible to complete with only shotguns. So yeah, there's just no way around it. There's just no way. Ads don't spawn either until after you've damaged it enough. So I can't even get enough ads to get Banner of War so I can survive or save a Tangle to get Woven Mail to try to withstand more of that damage. There's just literally no way of going around with going around it. You could do this with swords and glaives, because you could stronghold the breath attack, swap to a glaive, projectile it. But unfortunately, the cutting is impossible using shotguns only. There is no shotgun that has that amount of distance. So, yeah! Yay! Woo! So that mission's actually impossible. So, which, again, that is a mission where I expected it to be impossible. Due to that boss has such a tight window. Because even like with orcs, you can shoot his hand. I was looking for damage numbers on that thing's hand, and it was not there. So it's like, oh fuck, I actually can't even damage the hand either. So yeah, fortunately that was impossible. But we're gonna try and see if Last Chance and the final mission, see if both of those are possible. I am concerned with Savathun because she's in the fucking air, so I generally can't really do much. But
We're in position.
we're gonna hope for the best here.
Your destination lies deep within the fortress, Guardian, in the apothecary wing. There you should find a particular...
Yeah, oh my goodness, there's tears in the
You might
screen.
recognize it from Savathun's time in the custody of the Awoken.
So this crystal is a piece of her former prison, which means it was likely on her when she stole the light.
Yes. My source believes the events leading to her escape are intrinsically linked to the mystery before us now. This crystal could very well be the clue we've been looking for.
You know what? Because VSync is... I'm going to turn off VSync and see if that helps. No, it is really, really bad. This is awful. Yikes. My frame rate cap is set to 60, so... But also... I can't... It's a little bit better, but... I'm gonna try to just turn off... Frame cap? Yeah, I'm gonna just turn off frame cap. Oh wait, I never actually turned off. That's back on. Well, turning VSync off helped massively, actually. Also, I think... By the way, I know I've been playing Destiny 2 for absolute ages, but I've only noticed this. Yeah, okay.
There's a tangle of taking energy down in
How am I
the
supposed to... Huh? How the fuck am I supposed to get through that?
anchor, same as the one in the EDZ.
What?
Nothing happens down here without Savathun's say so.
We're gonna turn orbit, and maybe it's because I took too long. That's what I'm guessing. That I took way too fucking long to get through the door, so just shut it. But what the fuck? Okay. The game just sensed that I had a fucking shotgun and was like, "No, you don't, buckaroo." Okay, now that we have returned, this should be...
Your destination
This
lies
should be
deep within
open.
the fortress, Guardian, in the apothecary wing.
I say, turning VSync off definitely helped massively. Okay, door's open.
You might recognize it from Savathun's time in the custody of the Awoken.
I need a cap frame rate though.
This crystal is a piece of her former
Um,
prison, which means it was likely on her.
Just
when
enough
she
my
stole the
performance
light.
is a tank.
Yes.
Oh wait, I can only cap it
My
at 6.
source believes
Actually,
the events leading to her escape are intrinsically linked to the mystery before us now. This crystal could very well be the clue we've been looking for.
yeah, I think 120 being a cap. I'll be honest. At least for shooters, Higher FPS usually means, you know, pretty good stuff. I will say for pretty much any game, I just keep them at 60, even if they're like, especially if they're like Souls-like or anything like that.
Yes.
Because I know Stellar Blade, you can uncap the frame rate, but there's no point in going above 60.
To move forward, we must seek out the more aberrant paths.
God damn, he got launched. Okay. Sorry I'm experimenting so much, but the tearing is what really is getting me here.
Eris said we have to seek out the aberrant paths. So what looks aberrant around here?
Eris, what's the situation?
The Guardian is en route to the object in question now, Commander.
Good. You are sure this will get us the answers we need? We can't afford another dead end.
The Queen of the Reef does not share information lightly.
Mara Sov gave you the tip? You didn't mention that before.
I did, in fact, mention it. To Ikora, moments before you interrupted us.
Okay, Miss Technical.
There was no more reliable source on this matter than Savathun's former captor.
I trust Mara, but she plays her cards too close to her chest. She cheats.
Hey, I mean, she does have a chest, so...
Now,
To win against the Hive God of Cunning and Lies, it's best not to show one's hand too early.
I bet this hive sword will be just as useful.
Ah, so this does count. I don't know why I didn't think it would, but...
The Witch Queen may have recast her realm in a lucent sheen, but remnants of dark architecture still lurk underneath.
and the Guardian's new ability reveals these hidden remnants. Yes, Ikora explained.
Okay, I'm actually kind of stuttering in game. I'm kind of stuttering in game.
The light may be a powerful force, but when dealing in illusions, it has proven insufficient. It is the mind that must bend to see the truths hidden here.
So I'd rather the game be smoother. Yeah, I think 90 is the perfect spot.
Darkness can show the way.
My
Oh!
only fear is where that way
Yeah, I think
leads.
90 is where I'm gonna be at. Take shotguns so you get a general range buff, I'm gonna be honest. I think we can kill this. Well. Oh, come on.
All right, Guardian, let's focus. To find the way forward, we need a sword and something to smash with it.
Okay. There's a sword relic. Oh, did I use it? I think I just swapped automatically. Easy peasy. I think we're gonna try to get used to swapping with the numbers.
Honing the gift granted to you by the Black Fleet, Guardian. Do you see now, Commander, why Ikora chose as she did? For all her doubts, she knew only darkness, channeled by a strong mind could bring us.
By the way, apparently Bungie has discussed that Strand was initially going to be sort of a poison subclass initially, but then it got changed. Well, like it's going to be called Decay or something, but it did get changed in development, which makes sense.
Job any easier. And Eris, I feel you know better than anyone that darkness is not a path to be forged alone.
She wasn't alone. Though I take your point.
I did not do any sort of swapping there. I'll go over this way. Can I drive this and pick it back up? Yeah. Okay, woo! Alright. Okay, it's just gonna have to spawn me a new sword at this point. Finish. Get those threadlings. Wolven male, keep me alive! We got through that! Oh my goodness! That was a kind of fight.
The apothecary wing. Somehow, it feels even creepy.
Naturally. You're trespassing on the testing grounds for the Lucent Hive's most wretched experiments.
That was close.
Savathun likely appointed one of her High Council wizards to
You're about
keep
to
watch over
say-
this place. Find them. The crystal is sure to be nearby.
Okay, I'm not loaded. my god, he went. Oh, Dreadlings? Woo! Okay. Wow. I really had to concentrate during that.
No signs of a crystal so far. Just rows and rows of jars filled with... Is that light? But it's tainted somehow.
Savathun has always encouraged her wizards to push boundaries of hive magic.
We can just finish here.
Changed with the night.
Finish again.
That corruption has far less to do with
Finish.
than the one channeling it.
Or the power has permanent side effects. Darkness transforms Savathun into kin from prey to predators.
Not darkness itself, but an entity behind it corrupted the hive. Conditioned their power on an endless blood tide. Their fate is not inevitable.
I have no doubt that some can handle darkness,
Oh, come on.
but those who can't, they're not the only ones to pay the price.
Yeah, that means we can sneak on down. Yeah, I'm just gonna have overshield. Ooh. Okay.
This is an inverted realm. Explore any and all directions, especially those you least suspect.
Who least suspect? Or
Looks like we're interrupting something. Where's the wizard overseeing all this?
huh? Bro should have died over there.
I think we just found the one in charge around here.
I'm not gonna tractor. I need the damage resist.
The wizard just fled.
But we should demolish.
Ranks around the crystal.
Oh, come on! Okay, somewhere in there. No, you don't, bitch.
There's the crystal guardian. Time to finish this.
There we are, let me finish! Whew, that was nice.
Devotion inspires
Inspires bravery. Bravery inspires.
Sacrifice and sacrifice.
That was Savathun, all right. But what does that mean?
This is the evidence we've been seeking all along. Ikora's instincts were correct, after all.
Indeed. But we don't have our answers yet. Go unlock the memory, Guardian. Then let's see if this cracks the
Go
case.
unlock the memory, Guardian. Alright. But there is that mission done. All we have is the final mission. Also, really quickly, something I gotta check. Okay. And there was just something I had to check there. Alright. Now, time for the final mission, the ritual. This one I'm a little bit scared, but I will say, oh my goodness. This shit be strong. This shit be strong. I will say this exotic is really helpful for this. Because you gain an additional Frenzy Blade charge, or Frenzy Blade and Flashette Storm briefly increase your damage. But the important thing is pulses from your Banner of War return melee energy based on the number of allies healed. It's only healing myself, but especially in a team situation, goddamn. Yeah, like multiple of these going ham.
Ikora, the Traveler is already here. I think we're too late.
We are in the domain of the God of Cunning. Things are never what they seem. It's not too late. I can feel it.
Again, we just blaze past the enemies because
The Traveler sees what Savathun is doing. Why won't it take the light away from her? Why is it just letting this happen?
I don't know why. We may never know. But we know what we need to do to protect the last city. Stop the ritual. Protect our connection to the light. Humanity needs you. Both of you. Scorn are flocking to the fortress because of the ritual. The Hive are summoning heavy reinforcements from the portal.
That will block our route into the fortress.
Hold off the Hive and the Scorn as long as you can, and leave the portal to me.
fuck.
I'm on my way.
Yeah, but see, I need Banner of War up. I was hoping the other things would kill him, but I guess not. We need to kill that wizard. We'll let the Hive Guardian chill for now. Huh, the finishing thing is still active. Like, holy shit, that dude is just crazy. Super time. I will say, 100 and, like, what the fuck? 118 damage from a singular melee is crazy work. Charge only works for one melee, right?
All that matters right now is the Traveler.
Shots for increased melee for a short. It's a duration.
Let it distract you from stopping the
Oh, we could do some insane numbers. I need to keep track of how many seconds it is. Because if it's, yeah, I need to keep. Yeah, I hope it's 3 seconds.
The Scorn are arriving by the hundreds. The ritual must be growing stronger. Remember the plan, Guardian. Stop the ritual by whatever means necessary. Without the light, the last city is defenseless.
It's all hits, right? Fuck. But okay, it's 3 seconds. So I think I have enough to at least get 3 melees off. I think I have enough to get at least 3 melees off. Yeah, but I say we did not really need to interact with that. Yeah, absolute destruction. I'm just reloading my shotties. My shotties. Alright. Oh, well, we got a banner here.
We need to find a way up.
This room's gonna be actually kind of tough. Actually, as long as we have banner, we should be fine. I don't remember how this works. There it is. Damn, an exotic engram? Alright, I will take that. Vex triangle, 2 lines? Vex triangle, 2 lines? That's the order I need to look for on the door, if I remember correctly. Vex, so it's gonna be one of these doors. Oh, okay. I get it. We're in a super here. Oh, I think I actually just have to do the last one. I can't just jump through a door. But I think it's on the left side. I can't deal with that, so... Yeah, I think it's across. What? That isn't right. None of these symbols are right. They're like, what? I'm just gonna go with the most similar one. Yeah, that was a weird one. The third symbol wasn't correct. We need some enemies to come over to us. Come on, Thrall. Okay. 5 lines, that and Vex. That and Vex. Let's do this. Cause yeah, I would like the knockback to get reduced. What? Just to be safe, I could just finish as well. It could be in this room. Okay. It could be the center. I think it's the center. Okay. I think it's the center. Okay. I'm pretty confident it's the center. But not that one. No, it's not that one either. We'll take these Thrall all the way over here to get, I'll get my Banner of War. Pick it up! Pick it up! What the fuck? But my Banner Warrior at least will still be around here, so. Nope. I got really unlucky. I clipped the fucking edge. Also, Bungie should fix the symbol is showing the what I call frown, but it has 2 lines on it. But the actual symbol that shows up top is the actual what I call frown. It's 2 completely different symbols. What they show is 2 completely different symbols. Also, I think I'm going to actually swap to first and last out to just absolutely nuke those other knights, cause they're kind of giving me some issues. I'm not gonna lie. All right. Oh man, I wish I could have sent this, but I can't. We gotta try to speed up banners to 2. I think we're at... No, we're at 1 still. Oh, well. Now we're at times 2. Okay. Vex Triangle. It could be this one. Stuck. I think it's center. It's probably center. Oh, it might actually be the other side. It's in here. Okay. We can't land too harshly. Oh, come on. Okay. Lines. And then triangles. So it's lines and triangle on the outside. No, I'll go in here. Oh, wait. Damn, this shotgun has way more range. Like, damn. Damn, this... Guinness? No, I was saying, it's just gonna be better ammo-wise for me to... Okay, yeah, I'm gonna visit the center first, but... Yeah. Okay. Whoa, okay, so they're throwing some other stuff into the mix. It was Lines then Vex, right? Yeah, I think it's this one. Why is this one so finicky? Here we are. Oh my god. That one in particular is just ridiculously finicky. I think we're going to build up banner first. Yeah, we're going to build up banner first. I do like you remaining your super after, that was tough. That was actually tough. That was actually pretty difficult, I'm gonna be honest. Oh. First and last, I was definitely the play for those arc shields.
What a surprise. Only joking. This throne world is indistinguishable from my own mind, Guardian. Every step taken, every bullet fired, every thought whispered. I keep and count them all.
There we are.
Remember that.
Well, you obviously don't remember everything. Okay. Finish. Where's the tangle? Yeah, I think I jump in here. Man, Banner of War is a little rough. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna change this to concussive. I changed that concussive just because of the moths. Even though realistically, no, because I want to have increased damage to the fucking grenades that they pull too. Okay. It isn't exactly the final boss, but
I'm so glad you're here to see this.
fuck. This is gonna be hard. This is gonna be hard. This is gonna be difficult. Her being in the air doesn't make things absolutely impossible, but it seems like my super is gonna have to hard carry.
I'm so glad you're here to see this.
Because I can't normally, God damn! Now that's a lot of damage! It might even fucking matter! Finish. Hey, Titan, you want some? Okay, I'm really starting to get the hang of this. I actually can't do anything without my supercharged. Yeah, I can't do anything without my super being charged. She's floating in water. And that might kill me, so I have to wait for my super. There we are. She was like just close enough where I knew first and last F could get her.
There's her ghost.
Well, I can't crush it, so. Yeah, it says 78 range. It's technically at a 96, but it feels like it doesn't reach as far.
Fight, run, fight, run.
Fight, run, fight, run.
Don't you ever get tired of it? Don't you want to escape? Little ghost, you were asked to accept the darkness, asked to turn against your cousins, asked to defy the will of the Traveler. My ghosts make no concessions. We serve the Traveler's true interests.
No concessions? How stupid do you think I am? When your siblings, you killed my friends! I remember Oryx and the Taken. I remember what you did to the Awoken and the Dreaming City. I'll never forget what happened to Sagira, to Osiris. I would die
Flag?
before I ever chose to help the Hive.
No flag.
She's too powerful.
Yeah.
What do we do?
Okay, I'm glad. I should just be able to hide now.
Order to access the memory altar. Showing her the truth won't stop her, but we need to try.
There we are. I got a banner up. Okay. Okay.
The portal's open.
Okay, portal open. Woo!
This is a spell. Savathun is spinning a web around the Traveler. We have to free it. The tethers are coming from those towers. Find a way to reach them.
What do you think you're going to do? You can't stop this. I know it goes against your nature, but you can still lose gracefully.
I'll just use tractor and then I'll melee. Not straight melee, but I'll, Also, hello, breakfast. I don't know how long ago you typed that. I've just been focusing on not dying. Can I get you finishable? No, I can't finish it. Alright.
Show her the memory, Guardian.
I'll say, if you haven't tried Strand, 1-2 punch, and this setup, like, oh my goodness, as a cook.
These frail siblings will soon be claimed by light. Unless we claim them first.
What is this? How did you...
We will tell the most cunning sibling of the Cataclysm. A prophecy of great loss.
I will say, I kind of wish we could speed this part up a bit.
No, that's not what happened. The Traveler never came to us. We were forced to choose the deep. How could I have missed this? So now you want to play games? Then let's play.
We're not doing any. Oh, wait. Sorry, Banner of War is more important to get up right now. Now we have Thread Cutter, but we don't have Glass Breaker. Banner of War, keep me alive. No! Oh, wait, we can die here? Okay. You guys are gonna die here. Ow, damn! Defeats have illusions. They aren't here. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Cause I did the thing. I think I'm just supposed to do enough damage. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to get her down low enough.
Spell's almost broken.
Damn. Now, if I remember correctly, a lot of parkour is required for these.
So you're the expert now. The expert on me, on the hive, on trickery. Is that what you really think?
Go here. Beautiful. That was beautiful. And then as soon as I got teleported back in, we will immediately go to the right. Yeah, that spawns the second Savathun. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay. Woo!
We will feed
That was a little bit of a tricky dicky.
her pride.
Go on then. You know so much. Tell me who I am.
Okay, now we have a banner. Thank goodness. Holy. Alright. Ooh. Whee! Ow. The sucky part is we don't have any range whatsoever. Woven mail. Yeah, I think we just have to really wait for us to get our super. Special ammo, thank you. I'm gonna try to get us up to... Try to get us up to 4x4. Sorry about that, Savathun. Let's go! Let's go! Holy shit, 1-2 punch for the win! Let's go! She got absolutely destroyed! Giga Chat. Okay. Woo! Okay. There it is. We were able to beat almost every single mission in Witch Queen with the shotgun. Only one mission was actually impossible. That was the cunning. How's it go here for me to actually hold on to my exotic agreements? Okay. Really quick, I really gotta just give my thoughts on uh shotguns and the whole situation. So first and foremost, the reason why cunning is impossible is because shotguns have very, very little range, and the breath attack does a crap ton of damage. There's really no way for me to mitigate that reliably while trying to be close. The shotgun's biggest problem is distance, but also they don't do the highest damage at close range. Snipers can do just as good of damage, if not more, from a distance. Fusion rifles can do really good damage at mid-range. With shotguns, you really have to be close. I do think to compensate, shotguns should either one of the two. I think they should get an ammo damage. I think they should get an ammo bonus. I think they should be able to hold more shots, because that was an issue I was having with trying to use Legend of Acreus as a main weapon. I was running a lot of ammo a little bit often, but more importantly, this shotgun, at least the shotgun that I have, the Dead Gramer, not this one in particular, but I have a different shotgun with chain reaction on it, and it runs out of ammo a lot. So I would love to see an ammo reserve buff for shotguns. That would be nice. That would be really, 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 really nice. As far as specific shotguns, I do think, in my opinion, because let's take a look at exotic shotguns. As far as Chaperone's a PvP shotgun, so I'm not really counting that. However, I believe that is the conditional finality. I think is also in a solid state, but there's only one kinetic element exotic shotgun, that is Chaperone. As far as the energy ones, for ideas for buffs, Lord of Wolves doesn't need anything. However, in my opinion, I would nerf its damage, and I would change Lord of Wolves to build up, at least when you hip fire to it, to fire like similar bolts to Telesto. I really don't. I would rather Lord of Wolves not be a shotgun. I think it should be a fusion rifle instead. So that way, the Warlock Exotic Rain of Fire can buff it, in my opinion. So yeah. Man, there's not actually a lot of exotic shotguns. Fourth Horseman, I don't know what you can do to this. I really don't know what you can do to that to make it viable. Duality, it's solar, but does it build into solar in any way? In my opinion, I think landing all pellets should give you radiant. I think that should give you radiant. In my opinion, hitting all shots with duality gives you radiant. I think that would be great. Wow, is that really the last time we got an exotic shotgun? Oh no, Slayer's Fang. Slayer's Fang, the catalyst needs to get destabilizing rounds. No ifs, ands, or buts. It needs to get destabilizing rounds or some semblance of a great ad clearing thing. Because this thing does good debuffing, but like those ricochet rounds can't really do anything to kill very well. So in my opinion, if you don't want to give it destabilizing rounds, make the ricochet rounds do more damage. So at least they can kill fodder enemies. There are only 2 power shotguns in the entire game, and I think that does need to be fixed. Tractor cannon, in my opinion, this isn't necessarily going to be a flat-out buff, but I think it pushing back enemies is a little bit useless, especially it's a little bit problematic for 1-2 punch setups because it can push enemies out of melee range. But I think instead remove the pushback, increase the range, and time the spread a little bit of tractor cannon. Increase the range of tractor cannon. That increase the range of tractor cannon by a decent amount, but compensate that for being like, hey, it doesn't push enemies back anymore. I think that's what should change about that. Oh, Legend of Acreus, my favorite exotic. Oh, my favorite exotic. Even though, unfortunately, one of the ornaments is completely unobtainable, but just so we can look at a beautiful version of it. Legend of Acreus. In my opinion, remove Trench Barrel. It's going to sound like a decently hot take, but remove Trench Barrel, give it a damage bonus equivalent to Trench Barrel 1 times 1 or 2. I would say, because of how Bolt Charge is going to work next season, I think it should be buffed to Trench Barrel times 2. Just so it has a strict, just flat out damage buff. And then give it, if it hits all shots, because this thing, Shock Blast, this weapon fires blast of energy arc damage and like high damage arc energy that over penetrates targets. That thing is fucking useless. If you want to keep this, make the shotgun intrinsically anti-barrier. No ifs, ands, or buts. But I would let, if, like, you have to hit all pellets in the shot, but it stacks Bolt Charge. So hitting all shots stacks Bolt Charge, gives you Bolt Charge. Or, I would probably change it to be, Bolt Charge is giving you based on the amount of pellets hit. So, as you can see, you can use it for ad clear, because you can get your Bolt Charge, you know, throw that grenade, get a, you know, you can do some stuff with that, but also for damage. Storms keep up close. Legend of Agrias going absolutely ham in the paint. That would be sick. That would be sick. Here's what I will say though. If you're not solo, don't use shotguns as your main ad clearing thing. Like, don't, like, I'll let y'all see the setup here. The fashion I've shown before, but those are my armor. These are my weapon mods. This is my artifact. If y'all want to cop the build. And this was my Tomb of Want. But I don't recommend using this using any sort of ad clear shotgun type deal. I don't recommend using a triple shotgun setup or anything like that for ad clear at all. I mean, I don't recommend using it for, like, in a raid setting or even in a dungeon setting. If you are not solo, don't use this. That's my takeaway for you, is do not use this if you are not solo. This is really only for solo. Use this setup if you're solo, because you need every single last shotgun. You need every single last melee kill you can get. You need that last grapple melee. You need every single little bit. Like y'all saw there, I was concentrating. So yeah, that's what I recommend. Is if you want to use this build, use it solo. But you can technically beat every single Witch Queen mission solo, except for the Cunning. At least on Legendary difficulty, the Cunning is the only one that's... I don't think you can even do it on normal. Because of the Ahamkara. And the reason why I just left, because as I said before, all it is the browse section, then it's end. Then it's done. I will say the hardest mission was probably Communion. But it's a little bit difficult to tell, because I never went back to using no backup plans. But Communion was hard. Even like on my Strand setup, it was a little bit difficult. I'm not going to lie. Like, I really had to concentrate. So I think Communion was probably the hardest mission in here, specifically because of the 2 tanks, but also that end fight is woof. As on that note though, thanks for tuning in, and I appreciate y'all for watching here, and I will catch y'all on the flip side.